Mr. Mountain, Excellency Ambassador Papua New Guinea, Bapak Gubernur Sulawesi Utara, Pak Kamla, Pak Widi, seluruh jajaran KKP, yang saya hormati Pak Kota dan hadirin sekalian. Hari ini kita membuka sebuah gedung yang sangat cantik, sangat indah dengan desain futuristik. Saya berharap akan menjadi sebuah bangunan yang penuh karya dari anak-anak bangsa dan juga bangsa-bangsa regional yang memiliki coral reef yang baik. Excellency, I'm just grateful that we open our beautiful building, with beautiful scenery around, and I hope it's become a place to achieve for the great nations around the regions, to protect and continue our coral triangle as one of the buffer and the pillar of the incredible biodiversity for the future, that these marine resources can be protected and can be used for the best of the future of all nations in the region. Excellency and all distinguished guests, Indonesia in the last 1 year had been very busy and put as a priority number 1 on eradicating, combating illegal fishing. Why we did this? In the last 10 years, our fishermen household number had been decreased from 1.6 million into only 800,000 left. We lost 115 companies to bankruptcy because of no raw material anymore to process. I did understand that a few of them, because of mismanagement, have become bankrupt. But most of it, they closed and shut down the export businesses because of no raw material. The fish had been drained out of our water, taken away, fishing illegally, unreported, unregulated, then consumed everything in the sea, and they brought out to the countries of the vessel coming from. My first assignment by the President of Joko Widodo was 28th of October. 1 week before that, he called me and asked me if I was willing to join his cabinet. I said, Mr. President, yes, I will do. But do you understand that I'm a bit of an outsider? He was asking me, what do you mean? Mean that I do a lot of things different than most of people do. And he said, that's what we need. Oh, I said, kind of, sometimes people call me crazy. Oh, that's what we need for the country. Okay, and I'm going to join the cabinet. And other word that is attracting me is also the change. He wants to change the thing that used to be practiced. So I thought I can contribute something. I did not even finish my high school, Excellency. So I'm the only one minister with the longest background in the whole cabinet. But the president giving me 2/3 of the country. So Indonesia, territorial, 2/3 of it is water. So the ocean, he giving it 2/3 of the country to the minister, the outsider, the most uneducated, and little bit crazy. I came from a professional world and I did see a lot of things. I had been running my little seafood Susi company exporting to Japan from 83 until 2006. We had to stop because of the tsunami happened in our oceans in the south coast of Java. But before that, it's already seen that the catch are decreased a lot. We don't know why. We never had idea why. But then I was running my aviation company, Susi Air. With my 50 aircraft, I travel around Indonesia a lot. I knew Papua, Indonesia, Papua more than any Papuanese. Because I spent at least 1 week to 2 weeks from a month in Papua. The biggest Susi Air operation in the Papua, as well as in Kalimantan. On my travel, I see a lot of fishing in Indonesia water. So when I came and joined the office, first I'm asking all the regulations and everything, and asking how many foreign fishing vessels actually has the license to fish in our water. And it was about 1,300 vessels. They come from different countries, Korea, Taiwan, China, Thailand, Australia, from many other Vietnam, also Malaysia. And I start to call all ambassadors, 6 ambassadors together from Thailand, China, Malaysia, and Vietnam, and China, and Australia. We have a beautiful lunch, almost 6 hours. We discuss from A to Z, from left to right. In the point that Excellencies, I request all of them, I need all your support. I'm no Foreign Affairs Minister, I need all support. My background doesn't support me enough on education-wise, as well as my bureaucrat experience is also not enough to basically accomplishing my job as a minister. So I need all your hotline, phone number, everything. And my first biggest job is eradicating, combating illegal fishing. And I need all your support because many of those businessmen who did IUU fishing is coming from your country. Now we want to enforce our regulation that can sink every single boat that fishing illegally in our water. And they all agree, we shake our hand, we have very nice lunch, very good friendship, and we all understand IUU fishing is not only Indonesian enemy, but also global enemy. I knew many countries are suffering from it. So we start the operation combating illegal fishing. We catch one, we blow them, we catch one, we blow them, and we start more and more and more. And I call also every single godfather who become an agent or the right hand of all these organizations. I call them organizations because they are not a private individual. Most of them are well organized, a corporate, a syndicate corporation that is transnational, worldwide, so they are global players. So I call each of them and talking as a good friend. Some of them also my good friend from the old time. And I said, look, this is a government policy for the sake of people wealth and food security. Indonesian index in the last demographic index in the last 10 years, the stunting number, 1 of 3 kids of Indonesians are kutek or small. It's a signal of lack of nutrients and protein on the diet of the people. The city appropriate wealthy people, they can go with their trolley, with the credit card, get the fish in the supermarket. But most of our people are living in the island, they don't have that capacity. They don't have the card or the money they could go to supermarket to buy fish. Fish become a very exclusive product. We live from catfish and a goldfish. That we farming, that we do aquaculture in Indonesia. With 70% of the feeding is also imported from Thailand. It's an irony that we have with 2/3 of the country ocean, most of Indonesia in the last 10 years eating aquaculture fish, which is 70% of it imported component, because the fish meal we don't even do it ourselves, so we have to import. It's a ridiculous and very bad chain system on economy. We spend our devisa, we spend our time, we spend our energy for an unappropriated. We could get fish just fishing it in our water, but it was no fish left. The big vessel, 200, 500, 1,000 gross tonnage, thousands of them out there, feasting daily. One company that we are investigating even catch in a year 3.5 million tons. One company. And all these numbers are coming after we did the eradicating and combating illegal fishing. As a result, it's an amazing numbers come up. Fisheries growing. Economy on fisheries growth in the last 1 year at every quarter, never less than 8.4%. An incredible growth that we ever had in ever history of Indonesia. Mostly the growth between 6 to 7%. This time, our growth are steady at 8.4, 8.9. That's an incredible. The second, we also save you. Minister of Energy was just announced 37% of diesel consumption are going down. I did not get it in the beginning, but yes, I understand. All those thousands of vessels had been using our national fuel. A part of it is subsidized by the country. So if the number is 37%, that's at least $10 billion numbers. That's the money we will save. So the revenue of fighting illegal fishing is the first, the growth of the economy. The second is the fuel, and the third, supply in local market now increase of 240%. There are 240% more fish in local market than ever in the last 10 years. The price of the fish starts slowing down, going down. When people then, more people can afford it. And we don't have to spend millions of dollars to buy fish meal to feed our catfish and our goldfish. Not yet other side effect that is aquaculture sometimes, the practices using antibiotic, using many chemicals that should not be eaten by humankind. But this is other part of our learning. The third, for humanity, we just released almost 3,000 slaves that had been working in fishing, IUU fishing in Benchina, for example. But in other hand, we also find out that many Indonesian seamen, Indonesian crew are also working illegally and become victim of trafficking outside of Indonesia. The way the IUU fishing operate are using the nationality to fish in other countries than their own nationality. Because they don't want that these people have a connection to to the surrounding. They traffic the people, they transship the people in the sea. They don't even land the fish, they don't even land the people. They exchange the crew out there in the sea. Nobody sees it. But worse than all, they also smuggling drugs, weapons, all the goods illegally without any customs clearance. The country loss of customs, fee and money that should be tax should be according. The third, AIDS are highly increased in many of the islands that once while the ships are landing. There are few islands where 40% of the inhabitants are experiencing AIDS. The IUU fishing is cost the country a hell of money and also other social economic impact that is priceless to come as a loss. Nobody sees that for many, many years. The worst of everything is not only destructive for the economic growth, but also distorting your good governance program. The good governance program distortion is affecting all efficiency and effectivity of a good run government. And that's made all become inefficient. Corruption become another part of the distortion that will basically eat the good system. And that will become a long-term problem. Anyway, I would really once more time to thank you for your coming today. It's a scene and a clear support from Papua New Guinea to Indonesia to the resource of marine around the globe, especially in the CPI. This coral reef triangle is very important for the future of all nations. This reef triangle is supplying 60% of tuna breeding around the globe. If this coral reef triangle is destroyed, 60% of tuna breeding will be dismissed from the world. So tuna in Europe will be less. In the US will be less. Nobody can say the Sea of Papua New Guinea, the Sea of Indonesia is nobody's business. It's everybody, every country interest. What missing the species in our water is will be affecting other parts of the world. The whole globe are united by the oceans. One world, only one ocean. Many islands, but it's united by one ocean. The marine resources protection is a must and is obliged of every country. Every country has responsibility to do in manner to protect their marine resources. And the big country has to support us because we situated in this big coral reef triangle. The ocean is also contributing to climate change. The destruction in the ocean will immediately increase in no time. The change of world temperature and the world climate. So it's very important that the whole world come to one declaration that IUU fishing has to become a transnational organized crime. We request Papua New Guinea support Excellency to bring up the issue to United Nations that IUU has to classify as a transnational crime. Because the country, Africa, Pacific, Indonesia, All South America, all developed countries becoming victim of these IUU practices. We request Europe and the United States to recognize our struggle, to recognize our combat, to recognize our fight and our faith to protect our marine resources. We should be rewarded for what we will and we wish and we did in our marine resources. Excellency and all distinguished guests, thank you very much for joining me today in this beautiful building, and I hope the first workshop of IUU fishing will achieve a good information, a good declaration in combating IUU fishing around the globe. Protect our marine resources for the future of the nation, for the future of